and speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency President Ferdinand Romualdez Jr. Marcos Jr.
Thank you very much, Secretary Anton Lagdameo. Please take your seat. The former President and Deputy Speaker, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, whose father was the, I would say, the godfather of the Merchant Marine Academy, the as our governor, Governor Zambales, Governor Juneb Dane, the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy Superintendent Commodore Joel Abutal, the officers, employees, cadets, and graduates of the PMMA Madaseklan Class 2023 at lalong-lalo na ang mga magulang at mga mahal sa buhay ng mga PMMA graduating class. Kung wala po kayo, hindi po tayo na ipaabot itong mga magagaling na estudyante ito sa araw na ito. And the other distinguished guests who are with us today, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of all Filipino people, and it is with great pleasure that I ask you to allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations to the PMMA Madasiklan class of 2023. This occasion, as we all know, is the culmination of the hard work, diligence, and perseverance that you have held since you first set your ambitions of entering the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy. With the many stages of screening and evaluation, later on your 4-year residency, you embraced the skills, training, and values that the PMMA instilled in you as preparation for your future duties as officers and engineers, either in the Navy or in the Coast Guard or in the Merchant Marine Fleet. For the commitment, dedication, and integrity that each of the 224 cadets have demonstrated during the years in Academy, I say to you, you have done a good job. At ang klase ng 2023 may karagdagang sakripisyo ang dinaanan dahil natapat ang inyong klase sa pandemya. At hindi kayo masyadong nakauwi dahil nga nag-lockdown tayo. Kaya ito nga ay talagang napakahirap ang inyong pinagdaanan. Kaya naman napakalaking pasasalamat ang Pilipino sa inyong lahat, sa inyong naging serbisyo, sa inyong naging sakripisyo, sa inyong magiging katungkulan sa darating na panahon. Because as you take on your respective roles, whichever career path you may pursue, I encourage you to continue to do everything with the same amount of passion and resilience that you have shown during the time you had here in PMMA. Whatever challenges you may face, be open to how you can live up to your class name. Magigiting na may dangal at simbolo ng kawal ng karagatan. As you do so, help the Philippines maintain its name as a global figure in the maritime industry and an asset to the entire world. I extend my profound gratitude to the private shipping industry for the support that the PMMA has received from our most important private sector partners. You are not only making a difference in the lives of these graduates, you are also elevating our capabilities as a maritime nation. The government welcomes the private sector support in promoting quality maritime education and training that allows this industry to be more innovative, more resilient, and adaptive to the ever-changing world. As your partner in improving the skills and capabilities of our people in the maritime industry, I call on all the concerned agencies to coordinate closely with the PMMA. Facilitate what will make our maritime education even more responsive to the needs of the nation while ensuring that whatever
So, Art-
steps that we take will be in compliance with laws and regulations. This feat represents all that you have brought to the table so that we may fulfill the goals that you have set for your lives. This success also represents all the good this investment will bring in the future. Expect breakthroughs for yourselves, for your families, and also for our country. Let that thought and let the opportunity to make a change in our society propel you to excel further and to become the leaders that you were trained and meant to be. Again, with pride, as father of this nation's, congratulations to the PMMA Madaseklan class of 2023. May all of you be blessed as you navigate the world's seas and oceans in the days and years ahead. My heartfelt congratulations. Maraming salamat. Magandang araw sa ating lahat at mabuhay ang PMMA.
Oh, yan ang unang video. Wala pang masyadong marami. Kaya magpe-play ulit tayo ng another video.
Kahapon ay idinaos natin ang kauna-unahang konsyerto sa palasyo. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng nagparating ng suporta dahil ito ay para sa ating mga magtatanghal at para sa ating mga sundalo o sandatahang lakas. Masaya kami na maibida ang ating mga tinatawag na undiscovered local artists. At napakasimple lang naman ang aming mensahe. Wala na pong esensyal o non-essential na trabaho ngayon. Lahat po ng hanap buhay ay kasama sa ating tuloy-tuloy na pagpapango. Walang maiiwan, lalo na ang creative industry. Marami ang mga nagpadala ng komento sa social media tungkol sa proyektong ito. Kaya sasagutin ko ang ilan dito. Nevs Gatcha, I like what you do, Mr. President. I thought you're only busy with meetings in and out of Malacanang. Don't forget to showcase our artists and homegrown talents. Ang ating mga alagad ng sining, I'm happy they will be given a spotlight. Talaga naman they deserve the spotlight dahil isa sa malaking bahagi ng kultura natin yan. Ang musika, lahat ng mga ating artists, ng creatives, mga performers, lahat yan. At kinikilala na tayo sa buong mundo na pagka-Pilipino, magaling kumanta yan. Yung mga dayuhan, yung mga malalaki, sina Elton John, sina Sting, yung mga malalaking rockstar. Tuwan-tuwa makapunta sa Pilipinas dahil ang init daw ng audience at saka alam lahat ng kanta. Dahil talaga sa Pilipino, natural ang musika. Francis Arias Balawing, this is something to watch and appreciate Filipino arts and culture. Reminds me of the days during President Ferdinand E. Marcos time. We watch over PD for concert at the park every Saturday. Evening yata yun, featuring musicians around the Philippines. Exactly. Talagang nasa dugo natin yan eh. At pinapagpatuloy lang natin ang nasimulang tradisyon. Kung minsan nga, nakakapagtaka, yung mga Pilipino, kilalang kilala sa abroad. Pero hindi natin kilala dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya itong mga ayak, kagaya yung concert in the park, kagaya ngayon ng konsyerto na ginagawa natin, ay ipapakilala natin lahat ng ating mga magagaling at aspiring artists. Galing kay Raquel Kahis Santillan. Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, sana maibalik ang dating concert at the park ng panahon ng inyong ama. Maliit pa akong bata noon, madalas ako sa TV, nanonood, pero kapag namasyal kami sa Rizal Park, talagang hindi namin pinapalampas panoorin yon. Ganun ba? Ay talaga, successful talaga yan. Magandang project talaga yan. Pagka dumami na ang interesadong manood, titignan natin kung paano natin, baka balik natin sa Luneta. From Rick tickets. I remember the story of Ramon Magsaysay, ama ng masa, kung paano niya tinanggap ang maralita sa loob ng palasyo at pinakain sa hapag ang lahat ng nais pumunta sa Malacanang. Talagang binuksan natin ang palasyo, ganun din ang ating pag-iisip. Dahil ang palasyo naman ay walang may-ari nito kung hindi ang taong bayan. It is the palace of the people. It's not the palace of the president. Bukas talaga dapat ang palasyo dahil mahalaga na makita naman ng taong bayan na ang ito ay pag-aari ng bansa at hindi pag-aari kahit sinong tao. From Rebs Rumbawa de la Cruz, Lola Meldy and Lolo Andy loves music.
Ay, Ryan.
Ito, ilan lang tumatawag sa father ko ng Andy. They like listening to musicians play the harp and the piano. If I am not mistaken, Lola Meldy was good in playing the harp. I remember there was a big harp and grand piano at the guest house, Auntie Irene's guest house in my hometown of Sarat, Ilocos Norte. Mother ko lalo, ay hindi siya tumutugtog ng harp. Ang tinutugtog niya piano at saka kumakanta siya. Pero siya talaga ang influence sa amin kasi nung lumalaki kami, basta sa bahay, laging may music dahil sa mother ko. Lagi kang pinapakanta, matuto kayong tumugtog ng instrumento. Ang talagang hilig sa music namin lahat galing sa mother ko. Mahilig po ba sa musika ang father nyo? Oo. Ang paborito niya si Nat King Cole. Yan, pagka narinig na niya yung Nat King Cole, ako, sasayawin na niya yung mother ko. Yun ang paborito nilang dalawa. Ano ang mga favorite music genre nila Sandro, Simon, and Vincent? Madali ito. Sandro House, Simon Blues. Vincent, napupunta sa rock napupunta sa pop rock ngayon. Siyempre, iba-ibang taste namin, so lagi kami nagdidebate. Pero masaya lagi ang usapan tungkol dyan. Ano ang sinabi ni Czech Prime Minister nang huminto siya para makinig sa bandang Kawayan? Dahil ang tinutugtog ng banda ay isang kanta na galing sa kanila sa Czech Republic. Kaya sabi nila, na alam pala ninyo ito. Pero ang ginawa namin, ang tumutugtog yung mga native na instrumento. Ano ang theme song ninyo ni First Lady Lisa? Madali yan. Moonlight in Vermont. Paano kayo nag-celebrate ng inyong 30th anniversary? Ay kinumbidahan namin lahat ng mga nandun na original na nasa kasal talaga namin. Karamihan ay nakapunta naman talaga. So quiet lang kami, nandun nag-dinner lang kami sa bahay. Memories, mga ganun, kung ano yung pinagdaanan namin. Nagdidebate kami kung bakit ang anniversary sinasabi para sa babae. Bakit anniversary ko rin yata? Sabi ko, bakit hindi kasama din kami mga lalaki? Pero mukhang wala. Talo ako sa debate ng pambabae talaga yung anniversary.
Ganda ni First Lady. Romantic. Grapo niya ng bata.
Ang musika ay lengguwahe ng nagbubuklod ng sangkatauhan. Magkaiba man ang lahi na pinanggalingan, ito ay nagbibigay inspirasyon at pagkakakilanlan. Pumupukaw sa ating damdamin, makabayan, kinukulayan ang buhay ng mga nag-iibigan o kakabal ng anumang ating pinagdadaanan. Muli, mahalin natin ang ating kultura at sining at saludo po tayo sa talentong Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong umawit tungo sa isang bagong
Ang ganda ng video, no? As usual, mauna parati si Presidente before magtalakayan tayo. Kasi this is the channel of PBBM where we show the people what PBBM is like. Hello, President Caclea. O nagustuhan mo ba? I-promote ko na yung event natin sa channel ni Banat Bahay. Thank you rin sa pagbibigay mo ng blessing kay Banat Bahay. That shows the support. Actually, I like yung content ni Banat Bahay. He is not fulfilling the mission of your team group. Kasi, saka, Nire-research na niya, Riddler official blogs. Nire-research na niya. Hindi na siya, is not shooting from the hip. Yung mga arguments niya ay katulad na rin dito. Nire-research niya. So,
Banat boy or banat?
Banat boy. So, alam na nila kung kaya kinurek na naman ako ng aking director wife. Is always said, though it's a positive development sa kanilang team. Sana yung rest ng team na gayahin po si Banat Boy na nagre-research. Kaya yung arguments niya, mahirap kontrahin kasi binabasa niya ang research niya. So, paano ko kontra yung mga katunggali niya? Ganun ang dapat gawin. At saka, ang mission niya is to protect ang mission ng grupo nila is to protect the president. Ang banatan yung mga sumisira sa gustong magpabagsak kay presidente. Dapat ganon. Ang test nila, whether babanatan nila ang isang tao. Bago bumanat ng isang tao, dapat tanungin nila, ito ba ay naaangkop sa misyon ng ating grupo? Ito bang taong ito ay gustong pabagsakin si PBBM? Kung magagawa nila, ay they will be a super group. They will be a super group. Kung ang mission nila ay kanilang matutupad na walang halong emosyon, walang halong yung pagkapuot, they stick to the mission itself. Napagaganda sana ng team nila. Yeah. Kaya nga, bago sila bumanat, isipin na, ito bang taong ito ay gustong pabagsakin ang mga Marcos? Doon, matutupad ang mission po nila. Pag silang, they shouldn't go far from their mission. If a person is not bent on trying to bring down the Marcoses, wag nilang banatan. Kasi that was their original mission. That's why in one of my blogs that we need them. But then they must focus sa kanilang true mission. Sabi ni batian muna, no? Sabi ni Ryan Blackwell, good evening, Tatay Jackferdz and classmate. Late back will catch up. Sabi niyo, you're not late. I was early. But good morning daw, Ryan Blackwell greets Daniel Sports si Junior. Andito naman si Junior. Sisi Trexie, si Carclair, si President Fontelos. Hello Trixie, Sisi Ryan, where have you been? Carclair, Fontelo, the president is greeting si Sisi Trexie. Si Riddler, pak muna ako dito, tatay. Nagpaparami lang ng tauhan. Okay. Kaklaya Fontelo, your director is so sweet. Director! Binati ka ni President Fontelo. Ay, Idol Riddler, sabi ni President. Ay, mega love shout ko kay Junior of Batch, Ryan Blackwell, Madam President. Everybody knows now that you're the the president. Caclea, Fontelo, Riddler, okay. The infighting seems to have been a distraction, Tatay. Oh. Pero, yung nga, kung yun ang mission nila, dapat they stick to it. Kasi kung nagdadigress sila sa mission, it doesn't work. Yun nga. Nilda Arcio, hello, Nilda. Thank you for showing up early to my LS. Okay, I appreciate it very much. Si Obats, hi. Ryan Blackwell, Jack Villa, si Riddler, official. Hi, classmate, Trixie Villa. What is PIMP? Caclea Pontelon, Nilda Arcio, Ryan Blackwell. Mega love shout out. Si Nilda Arcio. Hello, Ma'am Trixie. Hello. Si Lolita Ganda Cortez. Kung di pa kayo nakakapag-subscribe sa kanya, please naman. Kunti lang tulong kay sa kanya, kay Miss Cortez. It will benefit all of us kung tutulungan natin ay yung mga nagpupunta rito, independent vloggers, sinong pakiusap ko parati. Siya nga pala, President Carlea, di ba nadagdagan yung subscribers mo? Bigla siguro dumami. Lolita, si Nilda Arcio is binabati si Riddler. Lolita, ganda, maulan na umaga po. Umuulan na naman dyan. Lolita, Ryan Blackwell, Caclea, Riddler, Trexie, Sensitive Bear, Nilda, Lolita, mega love shout po. Si Nilda Arceo, Ryan Blackwell, binabatin siya ni Nilda. Hello, Lolita, binabati ka ng presidente namin. Yung VIP namin dito, si Cartea, binabati ka. Good morning, Tatay Jackferdz. Thumbs up daw, sabi ni Mami Lu. So, supportahan niyo mo din si Mami Lu. Mamaya, nakadikit na daw si Cartea kay Lolita. Yan, kita mo. Basta pumunta kayo rito. Huwag nang asahan na lahat ay mabibingwit nyo. Unti-unti kasi marami din silang ginagawa. Okay. So, palakpakan tayo kay Banat Boy. Seldom do I comment sa kanyang show. Only when I am appreciative of the content. At saka, maraming nag-content doon po ay mga yung kapamilya natin, si Trexie, si Carclea, si Sir Amik, they were active. They like the content also. So, we give praise when praise is due. We criticize our friends when they need to be reminded. It's not that we are against them. Kasi, ako hindi ako nakikialam sa Tebes, pero nung pinasaringan niya na nagda-drugs ang namamahal, ay that is a final straw. Tatakakin ko na siya. Susuportan ko si Banat Boy sa pag-atake kay Tebes. Kasi wala naman silang proof. Wala naman silang proof na nag-cocaine si Presidente BBM. Ini-imply niya. Mas grabe pa raw yun. Namamahala sa bansa pero nagdrodoga. Yung mga insinuation na gano'n, hindi dapat. Mas lalong magagalit ang tao sa kanya, si Congressman Arnie Tevez. Nakukuha niya, siguro kay mahal ka, yung mga sinasabi niya. Isa pang tinalakay noon ni Banat Boy, si General Macanas. Alam niyo po, nung una pa lang nagbablog si General Macanas, bilib na ako dyan. Kasi loyalista siya. Kaya nakakatakot si Madam Maharlika, isang napakagaling sanang vlogger, ay na-impluensyahan niya si General Macanas. Sayang si General Macanas. There was a time ang subscriber niya is almost mahigit 100,000. Pero she fell sa alindog ni Madam Maharlika. I don't know how she did it. Nagpadala yata siya ng donation kay General Macanas. From that time on, she was beguiled by Maharlika. He was beguiled by Maharlika. Kung ano-ano kung anong sinasabi ni Maharlika, naniniwala siya. He even follows yung style ni Maharlika. Na yung comment ng subscriber ay siyang kino-content niya. Parang news yung comment ng subscriber na this a reliable source of news. I'm sorry to say this, General Macanas, but you have deteriorated in the way you do your blogging by believing in such person as Maharlika, who is not a reliable source of information because she does not show proof of most of her accusations. Sinabi niya noon na mayaman si Madam Maharlika. We have researched her. That is not true. Even Maharlika admits na ang puro swipe of the credit card ang ginagawa niya. Na-influensya siya. Remember General Macanas, you tried to solicit funds for General Banat na 10 million ang iyong target. What happened? So, bago ka magmalinis, you first examine yung pinanggagawa mo, General Macanas. Okay. Tingin tayo ulit. So, pero ang point ko, kung gagawin parati ni Banat pa yun na mag-research siya, ay mahihirapan ang makatunggali nga kumontra sa kanya. That's why, sabi ko sa kanya, bravo, Idol Banat po. Wow. Akala ng mga viewers niya na galit ako sa kanya or nagkagagalit kami. Pero hindi. Nagkakaroon lang ng difference in opinion. I respect Banat Boy. Kaya nga umakyat ako sa kanya ang LS. Doon kami nagkakilala. He's a great influence sa akin sa pagbablog. May difference lang in approach, pero more or less. But I can tell you that Banat Boy is very intelligent. And he's also very objective. Kaya lang, ayaw niyang patalo sa debate. Ipipilit niya ang gusto niya. Ako rin, ipipilit ko rin ang gusto ko kung gano'n ang style niya. Pero everything is fine with us. Okay. Babasa tayo ng ibang comment. Kasi importante yung didiscusin natin, budget. Good morning, Tatay Jackferdz, sabi ni Mami Lou. Calclay Pontelo, nakadikit na po ko sa iyo, Lolita. Yes, Tatay, I went to Ma'am Lintik LS and she helped me graduate. Oh, kita mo? Oh, hindi ako nagsisinungaling sa inyo. Yung mag-i-stick lang kayo ng few hours sa kanya, take care of your channel first before going to other channels para manood. Hindi naman kayo matutulungan sa inyong subscribers. Take care muna. Saka Riddler, show respect to Ma'am Lintik by sticking it out. Rather than, I'm not saying na huwag kayong magpunta sa ibang channel. You can always watch sa replay. Okay, ganitong gawin nyo. Ang advice ko, okay, magpunta kayo sa favorite channel nyo para magpakita, mag-say, I am present. Pwede nyo yung gawin sa akin yan. And then, lumipat na kayo kay Ma'am Lintik. And then, doon, magbatian na kayo. What you do is, hello, Mami Lou. Hello, Jocelyn Barlam. Ganon. So they know that you are there. And I guarantee you, you will grow your subscribers or subscription. I want you all to graduate to be 1,000 subscribers para ma-monetize na yung channel nyo. Gagawin nyo lang yun kung you follow my advice to subscribe to the independent bloggers who visit my channel. At saka si Ma'am Lintik, ay maski wala siya, ipropromote ko siya. Sabi nga, this is coming from President Caclea Fontelos. There's no doubt. Also, Trexie Villa, natulungan ka ba maski konti ni Ma'am Lintik? Pero ang advice ko, magbabad muna kayo ng konti doon. Sub na ako po dito, Lolita Ganda at Mami Lu channel. Kita na, Mami Lu, Lolita Ganda. Huwag kanyong kalimutan na balik dikit din kayo. And then, i-promote nyo na rin yung channel na ito na dito pwede kayo, hindi kayo pababayaan ni Tatay Jack. I-promote niya kayo aggressively. Si Ruel, tamsak lang, nasa biyahe ko. Okay, yan ang gawin nyo. Magpakita kayo. And then, so, yung other subscribers will know that you are visiting the channel. Okay lang, Ruel. Baka ma-discuss ka kung magpa-participate ka. Ingat lang sa biyahe. Okay? Thank you po, Tatay. Of course, I care for my viewers and subscribers. I want the best for you. Ito rin si Steve and Tina, Americans who help support this channel. Support din. Maganda daw ang content nila. Your content. Congratulations, Steve and Tina. Your video contents are very nice according to some of my subscribers. Okay. Sabi ni Caclea Fontilon, hi Steve and Tina. Okay. Alaga ang Jackferdz Angels doon, Tatay. Okay. Tatay Jackferdz, ito, naghanap ng video, kailangan kong mag-up ng dasag. Thank you, Tatay. Okay. Yun ba? So, nabasa ko ng lahat. Mayroon pang ito importante po. Budget na po ito. Ito serious ang talakayan na ito. Kasi humingi ng budget si si Presidente Marcos na 1.4 para sa travel expenses niya. Binapatikos na siya ng kabilang kampo. But before that, we first hear yung 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 isang video na nag-explain sa budget, the whole budget coming from, hindi ko pa napapanood ito, honest. Gusto kong sabay-sabay tayong gusto kong sabay-sabay tayong makinig. It's my first time to listen to the video. Okay. Share. It's about mahaba, 37 minutes po.
Welcome sa ating press briefing ngayong araw, August the 3rd. The Department of Budget and Management recently submitted the proposed 2024 National Expenditure Program amounting to 5.768 trillion pesos to the House of Representatives. Under the proposed budget, the following sectors would be prioritized: food security, transport and logistics, energy, education, health, social protection, fiscal management, bureaucratic efficiency, climate change, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. And in line with these are all in line with the objectives set by the Philippine Development Plan and the Marcos administration's 8-point socioeconomic agenda. And to tell us more about this, we have with us Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman, Chief Economist Dr. Joselito Basilio, Undersecretary Janet Abuel, and Assistant Secretary Mary Ann de la Vega. We are full force today to talk about the budget. To start our briefing, let us watch this video presentation from the DBM to have a glimpse of the salient features of the 2024 National Expenditure Program.
The Philippines, now one of the best performing economies in Asia. Defying global headwinds and the challenges of the pandemic, GDP growth hit 7.6% in 2022 and is expected to continue to be the highest in Southeast Asia in 2023. We are on track with our Agenda for Prosperity, our roadmap for economic transformation based on our medium-term fiscal framework and 8-point socioeconomic agenda. This is also aligned with the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028. For fiscal year 2024, the proposed national budget is 5.768 trillion pesos, equivalent to 21.7% of GDP, 9.5% higher than the previous year's budget of 5.268 trillion pesos. This budget was carefully considered to strengthen the purchasing power of Filipinos, reduce vulnerability and mitigate scarring from the COVID-19 pandemic, and ensure sound macroeconomic fundamentals in the near term. Bearing in mind inclusivity, the social services sector will receive the largest allocation of 37.9% or 2.2 trillion pesos. Towards sustainability, the economic services sector will receive 1.7 trillion pesos or 29.6% of the budget. The proposed national budget has been designed to achieve the near-term objectives identified in the 8-point socioeconomic agenda. To ensure food security, we will strengthen our agriculture sector. We are boosting rice production with 30.9 billion pesos for the National Rice Program. We will assist local rice producers through the Rice Competitiveness Enhancement Fund. Agricultural products such as tracking has now reached 543.4 billion pesos to monitor the scope and distribution of the country's climate action. Our local government units will receive 871.4 billion pesos pursuant to the Mandanas Garcia Supreme Court ruling. Meanwhile, 70.5 billion pesos will be allocated for the annual block grant of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, which increased by 9%. We have also allocated 1 billion pesos for the Support and Assistance Fund for Participatory Budgeting to accelerate access to safely managed water supply and sanitation services in lagging municipalities nationwide. These will be identified through local participatory budgeting activities. Finally, in constant pursuit of fiscal transparency and accountability towards an open government, we continue to keep our budget and other releases open to public scrutiny.
Through the fiscal year 2024 National Expenditure Program, we are determined to remain on track with our agenda for prosperity, securing a future-proof and sustainable economy. It is our fervent hope that this budget will lay the groundwork for making the country's growth inclusive and sustainable and bring us closer to our goal of a new Philippines, not only for the Filipinos of today but also for future generations.
Magbutihan mo tayo. Yes, si Junior, sabi niya, kinig lang tatay, dito ako City Hall. May nasa kasi kang papel sa City Hall. Ang advice ni Ruel, Miss Trixie, your daily life routine na luto, laba, linis ang bahay, pwedeng content yun. Maski maski nung ginagawa mo, madalas ako nakakita ng ganyan. Yung sumasayaw lang, kumakain. Pero maraming nanonood sa kanila. Kasi, Riddler, hello kay Junior, Rowan, Vlog, Steven, Tina, Jewel, mega love shout out. Opo. Ryan, Steven, Tina, shout out. Ryan, Mami Lu, done subscribing po. Salamat, Ryan. Sabi ni Ryan, Ruel, mega love shout out. Sabi naman ni Trixie, thank you sa advice, Ruel Langahan. Kaya yung may mga videos rito at follow the advice of our very good friend, Ruel. Okay, patuloy tayo. Ayaw ko lang matabunan kasi ng...
Okay, there we have it. Those are the summary of the 2024, the proposed national budget. We are going to open the floor now to questions, but before we start, I actually have a question. Good morning, Secretary. This week has been a bit of a situation for Metro Manila, and Luzon actually, because of the flooding. I'm wondering, in the national budget, in the proposed budget, are there any plans to address massive flooding, considering this affects business and everyday life of our citizens?
Under the DPWH project, there's a flagship project there that is called a flood management program. In 2023, for this year, we have a budget of 185 billion. And for 2024, we propose 215.643 billion under the Department of Public Works and Highways Flood Management Program. And on top of this, there are also foreign assisted projects under KOICA, or Korean Exim Bank. These two projects are the Pampanga Integrated Disaster and Risk Resiliency Project, tama ba to? And there's one more, yung Bulacan Angat Water Transmission Project.
Oh, may saan ba?
The Pampanga, it's a loan, so we just funded the government counterpart. So for the Pampanga, it's 1.397 billion yung government counterpart, and for Bulacan, it's 7.4 billion. Tama ba? Tama ba? And
Oh, ayan, Ruel, yung concern mo sa project na tungkol sa flood, inaasikaso na ni President Marcos. Oh, kaya hindi pwedeng hindi magkaroon ng project. Oh. Inaasikaso na niya ang flooding problem sa bansang Pilipinas. Oh. Yung mga concerns mo, na-address. Hindi mo lang siguro nalalang hindi mo you do not get the news because no other channel is presenting this kind of information regularly. Dito sa channel natin to, basta may news tungkol kay Presidente, babalita po natin. Okay.
under the MMDA budget, there is also funding, but this is mostly in Metro Manila. For 2023, it has flood control 1.9 billion, and then for 2024, there's 1.3 billion pesos.
Malaki ang budget, ha?
Okay. So that's also in keeping with the priority of infrastructure development for the coming year. Now let's open the floor to Malacanang Press Corps. Any questions? Maricel Halili, TV5.
Hi, Secretary. Magandang umaga po. Secretary, I understand that next year's proposed confidential and intelligence
Yan na.
funds are higher by about 120 million pesos compared po sa allocation this year. Why is there a need to increase the confidential and intelligence fund for 2024?
Ang bigat ang question.
Yes, meron pong increase na 120 million for the confidential and intelligence funds. Yung increase po is because meron pong dagdag na confidential funds for the following agencies. DICT, and then there's also an amount for Anti-Money Laundering Council, and may increase din po sa confidential funds ng ano ba yun? PSG and DICT. Yes. But ano po, just to give context lang po dun sa confidential and intel fund, if you will look po then yung total niya, it's yung percent share niya to the national government, actually it's on a decreasing trend. In 2018 po, ang share po ng CIF sa total national budget is 0.215%. Noong 2019, it's 0.192, 2020, 0.235, 2021, 0.212, 2022, 0.183, 2023, 0.190, and sa 2024 po, it's only 0.176.
Kita nyo? Ang galing sumagot ni Budget Secretary. Kala mo lumaki. Tulad din yan ng inflation. Lumalaki ang ginagamit mong pera sa pagbili mo. Hindi stagnant yung pera. Yan ang explanation. Na yung dati mong binibili ng 10 pesos, siguro ngayon, bibili mo na ng 12 pesos po. Kaya ganun. Pero this time, nag-decrease po ang share ng confidential fund. Kaya maganda dito. Doon dati umaabot ng 23.23, ngayon 17% na, 0.17 na lang. So, ibig sabihin, hindi nila pinalaki yung percentage sa total budget. Talagang magaling po. Magaling po si budget secretary. So palpal kagad yung nagtanong. Kala niya, ganun-ganun lang. Nagtataka sila. Bakit? May ready answer naman siya. Kita mo? Yung explanation ko. Kung kayo ay nagbabudget sa bahay, sa inyo, yung dating budget nyo noon na 100, siguro na 2020, siguro ngayon ang kailangan mong budget para parehas, at least pumarehas siya, binibili mo, is mga, kung dati 100, ngayon siguro mga 120 to 130 pesos. Kung kulang ka ng pera, medyo babawasan mo. So instead of buying the whole lot, mababawasan yung bibilhin. Ganon din dito. So instead of maintaining the percentage in totality sa budget, dinikrease nila ang percentage in terms of percentage. Napakagaling talaga. Palakpakan sa sagot ni Secretary Pangandaman. Ang galing po niya sumagot. So palpal po yung reporter na nagtanong. Ganyan ang dapat ng mga kabinete. Marunong sumagot, marunong umarap sa press. Ang mga press talaga adversarial. Gusto nilang huliin na hindi makasagot si budget secretary. Pero she is ready. She is prepared. Ganyan ang dapat. Katulad ni Banat mo kanina, mahanda yung papeles para sagutin kung sino man ang kukontra sa kanya. Nabanggit ko na naman si Banpoy. Pinapalapakan ko siya. Okay. Magbasa tayo. Nakapost tayo. Medyo magbasa tayo ng mga komentaryo para hindi tayo matambakan. Sabi ni Carclea, they can tell you kasi confidential ito. Saka nadagdagan pa yung mga agencies na bibigyan nila ng confidential fund. Okay. Good evening po. Hi, Tatay Jackferdz. Good evening. Eva, I'm glad you're back. So, para hindi makaligtaan po yung mga comments, babasahin ko na kagad. She's back. Si Eva Puntalan. Na-miss namin ka. Ikaw. Eva, hello. Sis Eva, sabi ng Presidente Fontelo. Si Eva Puntalan, hello. Classmate Trexie, 11.
There's an echo. You've got two.
Wala.
There's an echo.
Si Eva Poncelan, hello, classmate Trexie. Trexie, Villa. And then, hello, classmate Trexie Villa. Kakle Fontelo, sabi ni Eva Fontelan. Mega love shout out, Eva. Okay, tapos na tayo. So, mag-proceed po tayo.
So it's the lowest po dun sa time series natin. So
Lowest, ha?
ibig sabihin po yung share po niya dun sa kabuuang budget natin, while you look at it, it's 10 billion pesos. It's actually
Ang galing niya.
increasing naman po.
Ang galing-galing niya.
Any other question? Evelyn Quiroz, Filipino Mirror.
Good morning.
Yep.
Good morning, Secretary. Bali, yun pong confidential fund, clarify ko lang, 120 million additional po
Yeah, for both.
for the three PSG, DICT, and AMLC.
Tama ba? Kasi meron nag-decrease. May mga agencies na nag-decrease. Average siya na 120 for both. Net effect siya.
Pwede pong malaman yung sa PSG and DICT, ano pong in-explain pa ho ba doon kung ano yung, bakit kailangan madagdagan yung intelligence fund nila? May particular, may
You
procurement
want to
po
ask
ba?
her?
Or
Si Secretary.
Thank you.
The microphone.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. The DICT increase actually will cover the cyber programs of the ICT, and that's 300 million. And then for the PSG, that will cover the intelligence activities, usually during the out of country ni Presidente, and that's only an increase of 50 million.
Ay, maliit naman pala increase, eh.
Alexis
Binubusis
Romero,
nila.
Philippine Star.
Secretary, regarding yung sinabi nyo kanina, lower share naman sa budget, hindi ba natural lang na maging lower yung share ng Intel funds sa overall budget given na tumataas naman talaga yung allocations sa basic services, sa infrastructure? So hindi ba parang natural lang na liliit talaga yung
I think
percentage?
what it's important is that yung other sector na tumataas. Yung confidential and intel mo bumababa. When you
Ang galing ng sagot niya. Tumataas ang ilang budget in terms of percentage, lumiliit ang share ng confidential fund in terms of percentage. Ang magaling sumagot si Secretary. Paano mo kukontrahin yan?
look at the budget, you look at the share of the different sectors dun sa total budget mo. So pag nakikita mo lumalaki yung social services, economic sector, and maybe general and yung defense, okay siya, 'di ba? Compared to your CIF. So if you look at it it's a math po, and 'di ba? It's okay that it's decreasing.
But can the administration confidently say that well justified yung allocations, yung proposed allocations ato for Intel funds? Kasi as early as now, may mga nagtatanong na bakit daw tumaas or something like that.
Meron, kasi nga po may mga nadagdag na, like DICT po, meron po siyang additional na confidential funds for cybersecurity because we all know that we're pushing for digitalization. And when you fund po for digitalization, kasama po, parallel po yan yung cybersecurity investment. Bakit?
Oh, di ba? Ang galing? Ang galing niyang sumagot. Oh, natagdag ang DICT. Siyempre, magiging importante ang DDLI. Mahirap. Yung programa ng DICT is important. So, kailangan nila para labanan ng cyber crime, for cyber security, they need intelligence fund para mag-imbestiga. So, ang mga reporters lang ito, hindi marunong sa financial, sa finances, he just ask questions. Porke lumaki? Ay, niisip na, it's already unwarranted. But you must look at it in terms of percentage. In-explain ko na. In-explain na ni Secretary na you may think it grew, but other sectors grew much bigger than the confidential funds. In fact, nag-decrease ka yung in terms of percentage, yung confidential fund. Ano bang, hindi sila marunong.
Po siya kailangan na confidential because pag cybersecurity, it's related po, Ma'am Evelyn, dun sa sinabi niyo po sa procurement process because you cannot, dun sa TOR mo, hindi mo siya pwedeng ilagay po yung technical specifications nung cybersecurity project.
Yan,
Because
yan.
yung
Di
mga
ba? Dinensyon ko.
yung mga nag-hack, yung mga hacker, pag makita nila yung specs, edi, di ba, wala rin po, hindi rin po natin ano yung cybersecurity project natin.
Tayo, apektado tayo lahat sa mga hackers. Lilimitahan mo. You do not want to give the budget to the DICT. Edi, mas lalong magtatagumpay yung mga hackers. Kung siguro mag-worry ka lang kung nabiktima ka ng mga hackers, hantayin mong pa ba yun? Tanong ko sa mga reporters na nagtatanong, may tanong na, magbasa muna tayo ng mga kasi ayaw kong matabunan. Okay. Hi, Eva Ponsalans, a blessed day, sabi ni Trictivilla. Shout out, class. Nandito na si Roger Evans, ang magaling nating classmate from Dubai. Dubai ba? Shout out, sabi niya, shout out, Trictivilla, Ma'am Carclea Fontello, Eva Ponsalan. Riddler, ayan, nag-sorry ka na kay Eva. Riddler, hi, Ate Eva Ponsalan, Idol Roger Evans. Roger Evans, shout out, Riddler official vlogs. Tatay, even before this budget came out, I was confident that the president would have a well thought out budget. In an interview, he discussed the principles of lean and sigma. So alam mo na hindi too inflated. Tama, as usual. Right on point ang pagbibigay ng opinyon ng ating presidente. Ng presidente ng PBM supporters living in California. Right on point. Kaya she deserves to be the president. Hi, Roger Evans, sabi niya, PBM is again against waste and is for extreme processes. Okay. Oh, hello. Tama ulit. Right on point. You are rivaling JNL opinions. Oh, you're equal. Good morning, Maritel. Good morning. Si Maritel T is again here. Good morning, Tatay Jack. Sabi, thank you, Maritel. I'm excited. I'm excited because ang galing po ni budget secretary. Napabilib niya ako dito kasi open forum yan. She has a ready answer for everything. Maritel T. Miss Trixie Villa, good morning ho. Suportahan din natin si Maritel T. Okay, tuloy tayo. At least hindi ako natatabunan. Tatlo ang gadget ko eh.
So we can assure the public na tong intelligence, itong mga confidential funds will be beneficial to the country.
Yes po. And
of course!
As mentioned yesterday po, yung confidential and intel fund, meron po yan existing joint circular which was released in 2015. The joint...
Tameme naman siya. Nagsimula yan sa 2015 sa panahon ni Nonoy Aquino. Anong sinasabi nila? So,
circular naman siya. It's quite thick. And nandito po, naka-identify kung ano-anong mga projects and programs ang pwedeng i-fund ng confidential and intel fund. And at the same time,
Oh.
meron din po ditong sa section 4 of the joint circular, may detalye din po on how to disburse the funds. So, if you look at it, may accountability din po yung mga finance admin officers natin and disbursing officers natin. I can share po the guidelines and the circular to everyone.
Salamat.
Akala nila, kayang-kaya nila si sekretarya. Kasi pinigyan na sila ng anong mga may accountability. So, excuse me. May accountability pala. Mayroong designated areas na pwedeng. Hindi ko alam ito. Dahil lang sa explanation niya, ngayon, naliwanagan na ako. Mayroong hindi sila basa-basa pwedeng mag-disperse ng pera. Kailangan nasa guidelines. Kundi ma-audit sila ng COA. Mayroon palang pwede silang paggagasahan. Hindi pwede silang lumayo doon sa designated na pwedeng paggagasahan. Hindi pwedeng personal expense po. Hindi ba, kaya lang, tama si Cartaya, si President Puntelo. Kasi hindi nila masasabi yan explicitly kasi confidential nga. Confidential nga. Pero may accountability because saan nyo ginamit yung confidential fund? Doon, sasabihin doon sa report, kinasa namin dito sa areang ito. Siyempre, hindi detalya. Yung COA lang ang makakaalam noon. And COA has the right to investigate being the government auditors, whatever the expenditures are for. That is the function of COA. They audit government financial expenses. Mabuti na lang at nag-aral ako ng accounting, I can easily understand yung sinasabi ni Secretary. Okay, tuloy po.
Okay. Ivan Myrina, GMA7.
Secretary, nagkaroon po ng kabawasan na 2.93 billion ang budget ng University of the Philippines. May I ask why?
Alam niyo po, pag if you will compare the NEP ng 2023 and 2024, nagkaroon po ng increase yung budget. Pero kung i-compare mo po siya sa GAA, because it went already through the Congress, marami pong taga-UP sa House at saka Senate. So, meron po silang mga amendments. I was able to get the projects po, yung mga amendments nila, and most of it po are completion of existing infrastructure projects.
Galing.
So, pag completion na po siya sa 2023, we don't need the funding for 2024 po.
Ibig sabihin niya, kaya malaki ang budget. To explain po yung sinasabi niya. Mabuti, malunong tayo ng konti. Kaya malaki yung budget po ng UP. May mga ongoing projects sila. Kung kaya kailangan budgetan. Kung patapos na po yung budget, hindi na kailangan ng additional funding for that project. Siyempre, mawawala na yun yung amount slated for the particular budget sa incoming budget. Halimbawa, may budget ka for that year, magpapatayo ka ng yung isang garahe. Di kailangan, sa garahe sa house mo. Di, pupunduhan mo yun. Pag you have a total of budget of, let's say, 100,000. Part of it, Wow, 100,000 total budget po. Part of it is for the completion of your garage. And suppose the cost of the garage is about 20,000. Kung tapos na po yung 20 garahe mo, so what you need? Do you need the 100,000? Di, ang kailanganin mo lang ay 80,000. So that explains the decrease in the budget of UP. Magaling talaga si budget secretary. But I will explain to you in simple man's language. O, yung example ko, yung magkakaroon ka na ng project sa bahay mo, yung garahe. Di, na mayroon kang budget na 100,000. So part of that is yung budget mo sa garahe ay 20,000. So total budget po. At kung tapusan yung budget mo, ang kailangan mo lang ay 80,000. Hindi mo na kailangan ang 100,000 kasi tapos na po yung budget mo. Ito yung project mo. Nagkakaintindihan tayo. Kailangan kung dapat mayroon kang additional project para tumaas po yung budget mo. Kaya wala silang additional project. Hindi, siyempre, alam na pupundahan mo ulit ng 100,000. Ikukupit lang yung additional 20,000 na wala naman silang paggagamitan. Hindi marunong itong mga nagtatanong. Siguro. Basta nakakita sila na pwedeng silipan ng butas. Kaya nagtatanong sila doon. Mabuti na lang. Mayroong isang channel na dito na nag-i-explain sa inyo. Di ba? Di-explain ko na kung bakit nag-decrease. Kung wala na silang project, alam naman pupunta mo the same amount. At di mangyayari, corruption will occur. Kaya ang husay talaga. Saludo po ako kay Secretary. Bibira akong magbigay ng saludo. Sinaluduhan ko si Banat Boy ngayon. Sinaluduhan ko this morning si Badong Aratiles. Kanyang explanation. We give praise kung dapat lang i-praise yung tao. Okay. Magbasa na naman tayo. Sabi niya, we ended na Carclea Puntero. PBBM is against race and is for streamlining processes. Good morning, Tatay Jackferdz. Sabi ni Maritel T. Si Roger Evans, magaling nating classmate, may mali siya kasi ang tanong ng report na yan. Gusto nila palabasin, kaya binawasan ng budget ang UP dahil iniipit nila at nag-red tag ang gobyerno. Correct! Gusto nilang palabasin. Pero magaling po yung ating budget secretary. Magaling po. Naintindihan nyo? Ang example yung garahe example na ginawa ko para magkaintindihan tayo. Ngayon ko lang pinapanood po ito. Totoo lang. Promise. Kasi gusto ko yung instant reaction dito. Hindi contrived. Good day, Tatay Jackferdz, sabi ni M. Chris. Isang magaling po ito si M. Chris. Sayang. Late siya. Ay, M. Chris. Sabi ng president namin, si President Carclea Puntero, hello, M. Chris. Si Trix Sibilia, binit din po si M. Chris, Marcel T., Sir Roger Evans, hello, blessed day. Okay, tuloy po tayo. Maganda itong topic natin ito.
Epekto ito sa bilang ng mga estudyanteng tatanggapin. And,
Wala po.
Okay.
Wala po.
Yan. So, kasi yan tanong, hindi po maiapektuhan yung mga estudyante. Kasi ang bawas sa budget is because wala ng proyekto. As far as students are concerned, they will retain their percentage of that they were receiving before. Hindi na makaintindi itong mga reporter. Wag ko ba? Dapat, ang reporter na yan, pagdating sa budget, yung marunong sa finances. Ipadala mo yung marunong mitindi sa finances. Sa financial matter. Naku. Ang galing ni Secretary.
Nestor Corrales, Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Good morning, Secretary. President Marcos is asking Congress to allocate 1.408 billion for local, foreign media.
Ito, crucial. Ito nasa, if you scrutinize yung unang section ng ating comments, nandyan po yung explanation niya. Pero we shall see from her own words.
Missions and state visits for 2024. This is 58% higher than the 893.87 million that was asked by OP in 2023 or this year. May we know what was the reason given?
Without listening to her, I could easily explain. Kasi yung presidente natin ay sobrang galing. Maraming nag-iimbita sa kanya. At kailangan paunlakan ng ating presidente ang mga imbitasyon para makakuha ng additional investment at saka para ma-project sa buong mundo na ang Pilipinas ay magiging investment hub or investment destination. Without even listening to her, I can easily explain that. Kasi nung dati, na-limit tayo ng pandemya, kaya limited po ang travel. Marami na ngayon nag-iimbita sa kanya because they are impressed with our president. Isn't that? Kung dati ang travel, ang invitation lang ay 10, ngayon 15 na ang invitation. And then yung pag-travel niya naman, mayroon siyang nakukuhang benefits. Para din sa diplomatic relations with other countries. Bakit mo lilimitihan ang gastos ng ating presidente? Magmumukhang kawawa noon siya. We are presenting our best food to the whole world. Dahil ang explanation ko. At saka, yung pag-travel po ni Presidente ay beneficial po sa atin kasi nakakahanap siya ng additional investment na kailangan natin para magkaroon ng trabaho ang ating mga kababayan. That is my explanation. But let's hear the explanation of the Secretary.
And why there was a 58% increase?
Yung travel po ng presidente, dalawa pong klase yan. Meron pong state visit that they invite you. And then meron din po yung mga investment roadshow. When I was asked previously po dun sa SONA kung ano po sa tingin ko ang nagawa ng this administration in such a short time, I think to bring us back to the map of an investment hub and opportunity for us.
Diba? Yung sinabi ko, yung sinabi niya. I'm viewing it for the first time. As God is my witness. Pero tama. Yung mga nag-iimbita sa kanya, di ba sinabi ko? dumami ang nag-imbita sa kanya. At saka yung isang purpose niya is to get additional investments na kailangan ng ating bansa para matugunan ang unemployment dito sa ating bansa. Tuloy.
Other countries. Kami po, hindi lang po ang presidente, even the economic managers, if you will notice po, we have been going out of the country to present po the Philippines as an investment hub po. So,
Okay. So, hindi lang siya nagtratrabaho. Kasama po yung mga economic advisor, economic team. Igagasahan mo rin sila. Gagasahan mo rin sila para magkaroon ng mahusay na presentasyon sa mga prospective investors. Wag niyong limitin. Matatambakan na tayo. Sabi ni Carclay Fontelo, hi, Chris. Check Sibilia, nabasa. Good day, Ma'am Carclay. Sabi ni Chris. Sabi ni President Carclay Fontelo, I think also PRRD did not want to travel to the United States and other countries so much. Partly, but then it was also due to the pandemic. Kaya walang imbitasyon din masyado kay President Rodrigo Duterte because of the pandemic. Okay. Maraming bansa ang gustong mag-invest sa atin because nagsara tayo uli nag-start na tayo ulit sa development areas like energy, renewable energy, and infrastructures to improve the economy of our country. Correct! Ang gagaling nyo talaga. Saan ka makakakita ng channel na magaling mag-analyze? Nakakabilib ang mga viewers ko dito. Ako nga, nagbibilib sa inyo eh. Natututo ako. Marami kayong binibigay sa aking ideas na pwede kong gagamitin na pagtalakay sa ibang pagkakataon. Tama. Nabuksan na daw. Nag-start na tayo ulit sa development areas like energy, renewable energy, infrastructures to improve the economy of our country. Ang galing ng analisa ni classmate Roger Eman.
I think yung expenses po ng travel as long as it will be beneficial and mas may advantage po para sa bansa natin, I think okay lang po yun. It's justified.
Okay. Diba, galing-galing po ng ating secretary. Paano mo sasagutin yan? Justified kasi mayroon namang nakukuha. Ang estimated po na makukuha ay 70 billion. Although, not all pledges will materialize. Pero iba ang klase ng mga tauhan ni Presidente Marcos. Kung dati, nag-rely lang sila sa pledges, hindi na finalo up. Itong team, yung economic team po ni President Marcos, ay inatasan po na magaling na president natin na i-follow up yung mga pledges. Siyempre, kung di mo pa follow up, baka makakalimutan. Pero in the pipeline, sinisigurado nilang i-follow up. Kaya ginagawa din ito sangay-sangay ito, ginagawa din ni Presidente para tugunan yung mga demands ng mga prospective investors. Kaya nga isang pulsiya niya is to amend yung tax concerning foreign investors, to improve infrastructures, to enhance digital connectivity. Sangay-sangay yan. Oh. Kaya, pag nating pagdiskitehan po yung travel expense ng ating mga Pangulo kasi nag-increase yung mga nag-imbita sa kanya. Tama po si classmate Roger Evans.
Madeline Moratillo, Net 25.
Hi, good morning, Secretary. Bakit po mas malaki yung budget ng DPWH kesa sa DA and DOH given na marami po tayong problema ngayon sa agri-sector and kasama siya doon sa priority ng Pangulo? Thank you po.
If you will look at our medium-term fiscal framework when we started the administration, meron po tayo dong goal to really increase or a standard of 5 to 6% of GDP yung infrastructure budget po natin. So we're being consistent with that.
May sagot na naman siya. Oh, di ba? 5 to 6. Hindi siya, may ready answer siya. Hindi niya binawasan po yung percentage ng share ng DPWH or whatever. Kasi hindi niya binawasan. He maintained it. Oh. Ang kino-complain nila, bakit parang nabawasan? Pero in totality, sa total niya, ay hindi po nabawasan. Nag-increase nga pa. Pero yung isa, mas lalong nag-increase. Hindi po, in terms of percentage po, hindi po nabawasan. Kaya nga, may yung bawas sa confidential, dugtong ito, yung bawas sa confidential fund, siguro idinagdag sa, in terms of percentage, siguro idinagdag sa ibang mga ibang sectors. Kaya lumaki yung mga budget ng ibang sectors. Yung natipid sa confidential fund ay natipid sa University of the Philippines ay tinagdag nila sa ibang sectors.
Yung sa DA po, if you will remember po, DA and DAR, we increased already the budget of DA and DAR this year by 30%. So, ang ibig sabihin po nun, nagsimula na po tayo.
Hindi. Bakit daw? Magandang tanong yan eh. Alam mo, nakakatuwa. Bakit daw? Mas malaki ang DPWH kaysa DA. Diba? Napakagaling. Sino ang may hawak ng DA? Matanong nga kayo. Department of Agriculture. Diba si Presidente? Hindi po humingi ng additional na increase in percentage si Presidente. Ninintane lang niya sa 5.6 daw. Mas pinalaki ang Department of Public Works. Para siguro hindi isipin ng tao na pinapaboran niya ang Department of Agriculture. Ganyan ka lalim mag-isip ang ating presidente. Hindi kung he intends to be corrupt, di palalakahin niya ang budget ng kanyang departamento. Isipin niyo yan. Kung there is that intention to be corrupt, di ba? The first thing you do is to increase your own budget ng departamento mo. Yeah.
Tayo ng mataas yung base natin for 2023. And then 2024, dinagdagan pa natin ng additional 6%. So, mataas na po. For the past, siguro 2 decades, yung agriculture sector po natin, napakababa po ng funding and investment natin po dyan. So
hindi ko alam. Magandang takot niya. Kaya rin sa mataas din ang Department of Agriculture kasi pinabayaan ng past administration. Kaya walang progreso po ang agri-sector natin kasi hindi nila inasikaso yung budget ng agri. Kaya pala, na naiintindihan ko na kung bakit gano'n na lang ang kapabayaan sa agriculture sector. Hindi pinondohan ng past administration ang Agriculture Department of Agriculture. Pero ang presidente ay unti-unting inaasikaso yung agriculture sector. Magaling talaga ang ating presidente.
Administration, tumataas po ang budget natin for the agriculture sector.
Palakpakan!
Okay. Kenneth Pasyente, PTV4.
Good morning po, ma'am. Ma'am, kasunod po ng pagtaas po ng presyo ng produktong petrolyo and of course itong mga recent calamities, how exactly can the government achieve its goal po of strengthening the public's purchasing power under the proposed 2024 budget? Thank you.
Magbigat yung question na yan.
Georgie, do you want to start? Hanapin ko lang data ko. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, as you may see, yung format ng President's message on the budget and the way the budget is presented, there are two main important socio-economic agenda in the near term that are being addressed. So first, food sufficiency, and then next is yung reduced logistics and transport costs. Of course, there are others like yung energy costs and the social protection program. So yung first three on the
to be honest, medyo may na mag-explain ito. Unlike yung secretary. Pero hindi siguro area ni secretary. Ito, may paligoy-ligoy pa eh. Si Secretary, direct to the point.
Agricultural programs which have increased, of course, as is the trend in 2023. For 2024, it will also increase.
To be honest, wala akong naiintindihan sa sinasabi nito. Hindi siya direct to the point na mag-answer katulad ng secretary. Okay.
Not only for agriculture but agrarian reform and then the attached agencies of the DA. And then on transport and logistic cost, you will see that yung railway projects and other transport system projects of the DOTR as well as DPWH are meant to increase and make smoother yung flow ng goods and services and even
ang mali rito, hindi siya nagsa-cite ng figures. Pero buladas lang na sinasite niya, hindi sinasite yung figures. Katulad ng secretary. Kaya hindi ako impressed sa explanation ng kung sino man ang taong ito. I call it as a sit. May naintindihan ba kayo? To be honest? Oh. Kasi hindi siya nagsasite ng figures. Maybe ako lang siguro ang hindi nakakaintindi. But I'm honest.
People who market their products abroad. And then within the country and abroad. And then of course, yung reduced energy cost, there's also an attached increase in programs that encourage private sector participation in renewable energy. And then, of course, if inflation impacts the vulnerable sectors, we still have social protection programs, although nag-decrease siya. But the point now is after the pandemic and after, for example, the fisher folks and farmers experience the negative effects of higher inflation, there are livelihood programs that are meant to make them recover faster.
No comment.
Heidi Sampang.
Good morning, Secretary. Tama rin po ba na nabawasan po yung fuel subsidy compared po sa 4 billion last year, given po the fact na patuloy pong tumataas yung presyo po ng mga produktong petrolyo?
Same level. Same level. Ah? Same level as Same level.
Fuel subsidy.
Sa yung fuel subsidy program under the DOTR, it's the same level po that we proposed in 2023. It's still 2.5 billion. For
Kita nyo ang difference sa pag-explain? Kasi si Secretary can cite figures. Yung nakaraang mag-explain cannot cite a figures. Malay mo, nambobola siya. Pero ito, concrete po ang explanation ni Secretary, Budget Secretary. She can cite figures po. Sabi niya, the same level po ang budget.
the proposed 2024 budget, it's also 2.5 billion. Similar to our fuel assistance program under the Department of Agriculture. These are for farmers and fisher folks. It's the same po. 1 billion po sa NEP, 1 billion po sa GAA, and also 1 billion po sa 2024 NEP.
Kita mo ang difference?
Pia Gutierrez, ABS-CBN.
Hi, Secretary. For 2024, how much po yung budget natin for the pension of the military and uniform personnel? And naka-apekto po ba dun sa budgeting natin yung proposed...
Magandang tanong yan. Yung diniscuss ko na. Tingnan natin ang sagot. Kasi yung ito ang dinidiscuss ko sa inyo. Yung pambayad sa pension ng mga personnel, military uniform personnel, ay hindi po manggagaling sa pension fund. Ito ay manggagaling sa budget, na current budget po. So instead na mapupuntahan ng mas malaki ang ibang sectors, ito po ay nagpupunta lang sa mga military uniform personnel. Men in uniform personnel. Ibig sabihin, kung hindi marireforma ang men in uniform personnel pension fund, mas lalong mababawasan ang share in terms of percentage ng ibang sektor ng gobyerno. Mapupunta lang sa mga men in uniform personnel. Kasi walang pondo po sa pension. Kung may pondo po sa pension, at least, kunti na lang ang itutulong ng gobyerno sa mga pension ng men in uniform personnel. Tingnan natin ang explanation niya kung nagtutugma sa ating pananaw.
MUP reforms that is expected to be passed by the end of the year or early next year?
Because we don't have the legislation yet, and in fact, we don't have the admin version yet, kasi kakatapos lang po yung consultation ng economic team around the country, and I know that GSIS is working on a actuarial po. Matatapos din po nila yung study within the month or the next 2 weeks. By then po, we will have the admin version of the MUP. So since wala pa po, same pa rin po yung budget natin. We still provided the fund for the MUP, which is almost 150 billion pesos.
Wow! Imagine that? 150 billion ang kinuha ng men in uniform sa pondo ng budget. Kita mo? Napakalaki po. Pagkatapos, kini-question po yung travel expenses ng ating presidente na 1.4 billion lang. Kita mo yun. Yung gagaling sa pondo mismo, the current budget, ay mapupunta lang po sa men in uniform personnel. Kasi hindi sila nagko-contribute sa kanilang pension retirement benefits. Taon-taon po ay umaakyat. O, di ba tama tayo? Tama ang explanation natin? Nang unang tinalakay ko po dyan. Ngayon, sa budget na mismo ng ating gobyerno for the fiscal year 2024, 150 billion na lang. In 2040, it is estimated na magiging 1.9 trillion ang ibabayad sa mga men in uniform personnel. 1.9 trillion in 2040 if my figures are right. Yan ang yung 1.9 trillion pwede natin ibigay sa ibang sektor ng gobyerno. Huwag naman masyadong madamot ang mga men in uniform. Pero magaling pa rin si Presidente. Kinukonsulto pa rin ang mga men in uniform. At saka ni-explain na kung di yan marireforma, sila rin ang magsasuffer. Kaya, according to Secretary Doctor, they have made progress in explaining to the men in uniform, higher-ups, yung mga designated officers who are being consulted. Even that Department of Defense Secretary is in favor of the men in uniform pension fund reform. Diba? Mabuti na lang tinalakay natin dito sa channel na ito nung the other day. Because sabi ko sa inyo, this will be a bone of contention in coming budget talks. Okay.
Once na mapass na po yung legislation, will we expect changes din po doon sa budget?
Yes po, because yung consultation po natin, I think they agreed naman po to contribute dun sa pension system.
That is good news. That is good news. That the men in uniform, ngayon ko lang nalaman na they have agreed daw po. So, palakpakan sa men in uniform kung they have agreed to contribute to their pension fund. Magaling talaga ang ating presidente. Magaling ang convincing power niya. Pero kung ang mga dating past administration ay kasing galing po ni Presidente BBM, di sana naibsan ang requirements na sa budget ng mga pension fund ng men in uniform. Mas maraming matutulungang sektor dahil sa mababawasan ang requirement nila sa paghingi ng budget tungkol sa kanilang pension fund. Magaling po talaga ang ating presidente. Napakagaling. Magaling mag-explain. Kapwa niya sundalo eh. Scout ranger po si President Bongbong Marcos. Kaya alam nila na kapakanan din nila ang iniisip ng ating presidente. Napakagaling po.
Po yung pressure from our national budget.
By how much?
Wala pa po, ma'am. Maybe soon they will have the figures na.
Mabuti tinalaki natin
Maricel
dito sa
Halili
channel
again,
natin.
TV5.
Secretary, just to follow up on Nestor's question earlier, do we have data or rough estimate as to how much did the government spend for the foreign travel of the president and how much do we earn? Do we have data for that?
Binabalikan ulit.
For this year, wala pa po. Maybe we can provide second quarter, no? We can provide second quarter once submitted na po yung budget ng agencies. Doon sa kung gaano po kalaki yung nakukuha nating investment, I think DTI already released the figures. Every time dumadating po si Presidente sa mga state visits niya, meron po silang data na nilalabas on the total commitment po from other countries.
Maybe I can add also, recently the visit of the President of the European Commission. In her speech, she said that the reason that she was here was also because she met the President in Brussels earlier this year. So these trips that
Oh, di ba, in-explain, kita mo, di ba, I'm so proud of this channel. Di ba, in-explain ko that it was necessary that the President is visible sa international community. And di ba, in-explain ko, the reason why she is here, and then hindi ko pa naririnig ang explanation magaling din na itong babaeng ito, this lady, na the reason why the European President, EU President came here is because she was impressed with the President natin. Pinapatunayan ngayon ng magaling na lady yung sinabi ko. Yung analysis ko ay pinapatunayan niya. Ang sabi niya, kaya daw nabunta yung EU President. She was impressed when she met the President. Di ba? Yun ang sinasabi ko parati. Ngayon, nagyayabang ako dahil tama pala yung aking analysis. Di ba? Wala ba akong karapatan na magyabang? Na tumatama po yung analysis ko? Na hindi nakikita ng iba? Puro batikos sa trouble daw?
the President and the teams have been making, we are seeing the effects of them now.
Balikan natin ng konti yung explanation
For
niya.
this year, wala pa po. Maybe we can provide second quarter, no? We can provide second quarter once submitted na po yung budget ng agencies. Doon sa kung gaano po kalaki yung nakukuha nating investment, I think DTI already released the figures. Every time dumadating po si Presidente sa mga state visits niya, meron po silang data na nilalabas on the total commitment po from other countries.
Maybe I can add also, recently the visit of the President of the European Commission. In her speech, she said that the reason that she was here was also because she met the President in Brussels earlier this year. So these trips that the President and the teams have been making, we are seeing the effects of them now. Evelyn Quiroz, Filipino Mirror.
Secretary, kung meron pong budget na puro palabas, meron po ba tayong data na yun naman pong savings nyo for the first and second quarter of 2022? At ano po yung ginagawa kung may savings po yung mga departments?
Hindi pa natin makikita.
As far as 2022 is concerned, we cannot still say that its savings because the 2022 funds are still available for 2023 for implementation. So we can't give yet any amount as far as that savings is concerned. Thank you.
Alexis, did you have a question? Philippine Star.
Secretary, yung mga SONA fiscal wish list ni President Marcos, naka-incorporate na ba yun sa revenue assumptions?
The revenue
Yung
revenue
yung
measures
tax
po.
measures na pinupush sa SONA.
Yes po. Yes, it's already incorporated yung mga tax measures ng administration, the package 4 of Passive Income and Financial Intermediary Taxation Act, VAT on digital service providers, excise tax on single-use plastics, excise tax on pre-mixed alcohol, and the sugar and salt tax. Yes po.
So the combined revenues...
Motor vehicles, road users tax, mining fiscal regime, and excise tax on sweetened and salt food, beverages and food. Yes po.
So the revenues are... We
Yes po.
assume we will get them. What if Congress does not pass those measures?
Most of the measures po are already in the advanced stage. In fact, yung sa House, most of it are already napasa na po ni Kong Joey. Nasa Senate po yung we need Senate to concur kung ano po yung mga napas na budget.
Si Kong Joey po ay si Joey Saseda. Alam niyo po sa Kongreso, whether here in the States or in the Philippines, ang committee in charge of tax measures po ay Committee of Ways and Means. So it's one of the most powerful committees in Congress because all the tax measures will pass through the Ways and Means Committee. Itinalaga, kita mo, si Presidente Bongbong Marcos ay hindi looks sa kulay ng partido to fit that position. He takes someone who is qualified. Kasi si Joey Salceda po, endorsed po si Ma'am Lenny. But still, he did not object to him as being the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. Ganyan po tumingin ng tao ang ating presidente. Walang kulay kung ikakabuti ng ating bansa. Yan ang pinamis niya after he won. Magbasa po tayo ng komentar. Sana Sir Roger Evans, lahat ng mga pledge, tutuhanan ang mga invest, magiging maunlad ang ating bansa. Correct. Pero not all of the pledges will come true. Mayroong isang papalpak siguro, dalawa, kasi hindi nila makukuha yung gusto nila sa ating gobyerno. Kung magdidemand sila ng overbearing yung demands nila, dapat naman hindi pagbigyan. Kung it is going to be disadvantageous sa ating bansa. Pero in-explain ko lang yung Ways and Means Committee kung ano yun. Yan ang one of the most powerful positions sa lower house of the Congress.
The budget na legislations. During the LEDAC po last month, it was also discussed and the Senate and the House po both committed to pass the legislations po.
Pero kung sakaling hindi po, we will borrow.
Yes. Or maybe papalakasin ang ekonomiya para mataas po yung revenue natin.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Pia Gutierrez, ABS-CBN.
Ako lang po dun sa question dun sa flooding. Yun dun sa climate change mitigation, how much are we allocating for 2024?
In our budget po, we have a program called Climate Change Expenditures Tagging, CSET po. So for 2024, there's a total of 543.45 billion earmarked for climate change mitigation and adaptation projects and programs of the national government. This is equivalent to 9.4% of the total proposed budget, exceeding our commitment of only 8% share under the Philippine Development Plan. Much of the projects po is for water. If I can just enumerate the projects. For water sufficiency po, 294.46 billion. For sustainable
Ganyan yung galing kasi without figures, hindi katulad doon kanina nag-explain yung lalaki. She can cite figures. Kaya mas madali nating maintindihan. Kung magsasad ka lang ng mga kwana, wala kang figures, wala tayong nakuha doon sa lalaki. Parang bolero na lang ang may parang hindi siya prepared. Pero ibang klase ang ating budget secretary po. Siya nga po lang, mag-prepare na kayo ng mga comments. Gusto nyo komentaryo dito or something else. Kasi mahaba na po ang diskusyon dito. So, mag-prepare na po kayo.
energy, 180.72 billion. For climate smart industries and services, 6.02 billion. For ecosystem and environmental sustainability, 5.95 billion. Another 12.97 billion for knowledge and capacity development. Food security, 40.18 billion.
No. So she can cite figures.
2.58 billion, and cross-cutting actions, 550 million pesos.
JNL is in the house. Hello, JNL. You're right. You're right. Yung nambobola siguro yung lalaki. Hindi ko naman siya. I was just joking. Kaya lang, hindi nambobola. Kaya lang, he was not effective. Numbers speaks volume. Yan, nag-agree po si JNL. Opinion sa akin, numbers speak volumes. Kung puro ka lang salita na wala kang sinasite na figure, hindi ka po effective. Ang ating budget secretary is effective because she can cite figures po. As usual, magaling talaga si GNL opinions.
And related to that po is another 1.7 billion under the Philippine Space Agency.
Ano ba ang purpose ng Philippine Space Agency? Para tulungan yung mga farmers mapping out. Sa space, makikita mo ang satellite. School program. Matutulungan ng pag-asa. Bakit may space program tayo? Hindi naman tayo pupunta sa moon. Hindi yan ang sabi ng iba. Hindi naman tayo pupunta sa Mars. Pero hindi yan ang purpose ng Space Agency. The Space Agency is to help Pag-asa, help the agriculture sector, at iba pa.
Better monitor our land and marine resources as
Oh,
well as
yan, di ba?
terrestrial
Yan ang
ecosystems.
sinabi ko. Land and land the monitor yung land and fish uh, fish resources natin. Kaya kailangan din yan.
I think this will be used for a satellite. Yeah, 1.2 billion will be used for multi-sectoral unit land assessment satellite development.
Satellite, di ba? Binanggit ko.
Ivan Marina, GMA 7.
Question lang po. How much of the 5.7 trillion budget is going to be funded by revenue and how much through borrowings?
Magandang question yan. Okay, nang lalaki na naman.
So borrowing from the total 5.768 trillion budget will be 11% of the pie. So this is consistent with the medium-term fiscal framework.
Ang question ko, 11%. How much is that in terms of pesos? Ako.
So the rest, as the President said in Misona for 2023, the same with 2024, socio-economic services will be around still close to 70%. And the rest would be general administration and defense expenses.
Kita nyo ang difference, ano? He mentioned 11%, pero walang peso value. Samantalang si budget secretary, may percentage, may peso value. 11%, ano? Ilan yan? Do we have to make that multiplication? It's simple sana, Mr. Gentleman, kung you presented the percentage and the amount of value. Oh. Kaso percentage lang binigay mo. How can we understand it? Ito lang ang medyo mahina yung pag-present ng budget. Iwan ko. Kala niya siguro lahat tayo na nakakaintindi. Kung ako na may alam sa finances, hindi ko makuha. That's 11%. How much will be borrowed? How much will the revenue? Alam mo, dito sa channel, we call it as we see. We praise kung dapat i-praise. We castigate kung dapat i-castigate. Dito we castigate this young gentleman because he doesn't know how to explain the budget. Oh.
Okay.
May naiintindihan ba kayo? Except the percentage? How much will we borrow? Ilan ang ating borrowing sa foreign? Ilan ang borrowing sa foreign? Ilan kailangan i-borrow sa locals? Kasi, to tell you the truth, what's going to be borrowed ay mas marami yung local kaysa sa foreign. Yun ang dapat niyang ginawa. Hindi niya nagawa yun. I'm just being honest. Mahina po. Magaling pa siguro sa actual work ang lalaking ito, but he should not be part of the personnel to explain the budget because hindi siya marunong mag-explain.
I think we're okay, everybody? That's a lot of information, and you have your documents with you. Thank you so much to Secretary Amena. Would you like to close with something?
Sa question po ni Sir Ivan, we have during DBCC po, the last DBCC po, we released the figures po of revenues, disbursement, and surplus deficit. Of course, pag may deficit tayong mostly yun yung sa loan natin. We can also share you the figures po.
You want to say something to close or?
Yeah, for more details of the budget, it's online. It's already online, the NEP and all the budget documents. And of course, we want our budget to be transparent and we want people to participate in the process. So on August 10, we will have our DBCC, and August 22 and 23, August 10 DBCC and HOR, and on August 22 and 23, it will be in Senate of the Philippines. So hopefully you'll also join us there para if you need more details of the budget, we'll be there. Similar to our other cabinet secretaries when they go to Congress to defend their budget. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you so much to our very hardworking Department of Budget and Management, of course, led by Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman. And thank you, Chief Economist Dr. Joselito Basilio, Undersecretary Janet Abuel, and Assistant Secretary Mary Ann de la Vega. Thank you, Malacanang Press Corps. Good afternoon.
I learned a lot sa discussion tungkol sa budget. So, hello, yeah. Fingers crossed, sabi ng magaling nating classmate. You are right, sabi ni General Opinions, ang magaling na analista. Hello, Susana J, isang independent blogger. Susana J, paki-subscribe nyo naman si Susana J. Kung nakapag-subscribe na kayo sa kanya, sabihin nyo naman kung nakapag-subscribe na kayo sa kanya. So, kung titignan niyo yung ay may na 2 oras na pala tayo. So, gusto ko sanang discuss yung sa yung nasa itaas. Dahil lang po, while I try to look at it. So, ito. Yung kini-question po yung travel budget ni Presidente. Para mas maintindihan po natin, nandito po yung explanation. President Bongbong Marcos amount of investment pledges that followed from abroad and increase in the number of invitations he has received from governments and foreign groups. Yan ang sinabi ko noon yan. Yan ang explanation. Kasi yun ang budget niya, kailangan niya. Siyempre, kung dati, ang explanation po nito kung dati ang pinupunta mo lang ay from Pangasinan to Manila, you will have siguro a budget of 2,000. Simple lang ay explanation, practical lang po. So, ang requirement mo lang ay 2,000. Kasi kung yan ang pupuntahan mo parati. Kung nadagdagan po ang invitasyon mo na kailangan mong punta, minsan ay kailangan magpunta sa Santa Rosa, Laguna. di, yung 2,000 po ay hindi na sapat. Gagasa ka siguro additional 300 from Manila to Laguna. At kung nadagdagan ng imbitasyon mo, magpupunta ka sa Bicol, di kailangan mo ng additional pondo. Kasimple naman yung explanation niya. Ano ba naman kayo? Ano? Ryan Brava, yan. Sana, nag-subscribe na po kayo si Ryan Blackwell sa iyo. About the others. Okay. Si Vince Boy, ay nandito for the first time in a very long time. Vince Boy, supportahan niyo po si Vince Boy para parating pupunta rito si Vince Boy. But Vince Boy, mapapansin mo, agresibo kitang ipinopromote dito sa bahay ng Tatay Jackferdz Vlogs. Sabi niya, the proposed travel budget, which amounted to 893.57 this year, will account for 13.2% of the 10.6 billion budget for the Office of the President. Ang Office of the President ay 10.6 billion. Out of that, 893.47 million will be allotted for his travel expenses. If the information I research is correct. Si Vince Boy po, I love his blog because there, kung ano-anong gulay, naaliw ako pag nagpupunta ako sa kanyang channel. Kung ano-ano ang kanyang ina-harvest. Nakakatuwa po. Short lang mga videos na, pero nakakatuwa. Yung matutuwa kayo kung you're fond of vegetable plants, yung ina-harvest niya. So, Vince Boy. Sabi ni Susana J., Ryan Blackwell, many thanks. Si Vince Boy daw, hindi nakakapunta rito dahil busy sa harvesting po. Okay. Marcos had requested Congress to allocate 1.4 billion for local and foreign mission state visit in 2024. 1.4. Tama si Secretary. Siya nga pala, do you know if the Secretary is Muslim? Kasi yung pangalan niya, Amina. At saka, pag nagpapaalam siya, parati siyang kwan. Yung Islamic ang yung, at least Islamic yata yung pagpapaalam niya. Hindi ko naintindihan yung pag nagpapaalam niya. Ito, kami po, sabi niya, kami po, hindi lang po ang presidente, even the economic monitors, if you notice po, We've been going out of the country to present the Philippines as an investment hub po. Ayan. Ayan ang sinasabi niya. Kaya ganun ang budget. Kasi hindi lang si Presidente ang lumalakad sa ibang bansa para makahanap ng foreign investment. Hindi kakayanin ng ating Presidente on his own para may presenta ang economic programs ng ating bansa. So, kailangan niya yung mga economic managers. Yan ang kini-question niya ng ibang tao kahit ang daming sumasama sa foreign trips. Kasi, paano mo busy si Presidente sa pakikipag-meet sa mga foreign dignitaries? Ay yung mga investors, the prospective investors, kailangan nila yung economic team ng ating bansa para explain sa kanila yung why they need to invest or why they have to invest sa ating bansa. Kaya kailangan yung economic team ay sumama po sa ating presidente. Natural. Di dadami ang gagastusan mo. Pero mayroong benefit po. Mayroong investment pledges. That is why it is necessary for the president to travel abroad and to maintain the economic growth of our country. Mga short-sighted lang mga tao nag-question the purpose of the travel of the president. They are so short-sighted. So I think yung expenses po ng travel, as long as it will be beneficial, mas maraming advantage para sa ating bansa. This is coming from Secretary Pangandaman. I think okay lang po yun. It's justified. Okay. So, sabi ni Susana J, Beans Boy, Dan, connected po. Nakadikit daw na si sa'yo, Beans Boy, si Susana J. Dikitan mo rin si Susana J. Sabi ni Junior, sorry, Tay. Good day, Tay. My sorry, upset ako sa class mo yesterday. Hindi. No worries. You're always there naman eh. At the same time, sabi ni Secretary, the administration also hopes to elevate the country's position in the international community through its stronger bilateral ties and improved relations with multilateral or international organizations, she told the Inquirer. Diba? Importante yan. Then yung diplomatic ties, two-pronged approaches po yan. Kaya kailangan ng presidente mag-travel abroad. Kasi kung dito lang tayo sa bahay niya sa Pilipinas, like yung ginagawa, perfect example dito, yung mga independent vloggers. Kung sa bahay lang nila, perfect example lang po yan. Yung mga independent vloggers. Kung sa bahay lang nila mag-i-stay, hindi madadagdagan ang subscription nila. Kailangan mag-travel sila sa iba't ibang channels. Katulad ni Beast Boy. Katulad ni Susana J. Kailangan nila mag-travel, mag-spend ng time sa ibang channels para lumaki ang subscription. Yan ang perfect example ng kailangan ni Presidente Marcos na mag-travel sa abroad para lumaki po ang business ng Pilipinas. Nagamit ko yung example ng independent vloggers dito. Sa budget ni Presidente Bongbong Marcos, di ba? Simple lang, madali lang intindihin na road yung explanation. Okay. Sabi, the president, even the economic managers, if you will notice, we've been going out of the country to present the Philippines as an investment hub. So I think the travel expenses are justified. If it will be, sabi niya, if it will benefit the country, okay, it's justified. Pandaman also pointed out the economic roadshows and the visit bring home investment pledges, which the Department of Trade and Industry previously disclosed already. Mayroon na nga $88 million, which is equivalent to 4.4 billion pesos. If you translate it in terms of 50 pesos per dollars. Hello, Daniel. Nandito ka na naman. Okay. Hello, Daniel. Please subscribe to Daniel. It's the second time that he's been around this day. Sports po yung kanyang channel. Good evening po, Tatay Jackferdz, our customer. Late a bit, will catch up again. I know. So, done subscribing to Susana last night. And then, si Bismoy, have a nice day, Tatay. Ryan Blackwell, many thanks, Susana J. Sabi niya. Si Susana J said, Ryan Blackwell, many thanks. Busy po sa harvesting. Susana J, Ryan Blackwell, many thanks. Yes po, noted po, tonight po, nag-harvest po. Okay, to recap. Maganda po ang pag-explain ni Budget Secretary Amina. Marami tayong natutunan. Maganda po siya mag-explain. At saka, maganda po ang ginagawa ni Banat Boy ngayon na ang kanyang argumento ay back up by research. Kaya palakpakan ang channel ng Tatay Jackferdz para kay Banat Boy. More success po sa kanyang channel. As long as he keeps it up and he stays true to the mission of his team, we will always applaud what he is doing. So kung wala ng comment, as usual, I'll give you a minute or two to make your additional comments. Marami pong absent sa LS natin ito. Na-miss nila ang maganda pong explanation ni Miss Pagandamon. Mayroon pa akong pinost dyan na tungkol sa kay PBBM following the footsteps of his father concerning electric and energy projects. Basahin nyo na lang. Self-explanatory po yung project. So kung wala na, I will end now the show. So I'll give you kinig-kinig lang, Tatay Jackferdz. Mayroon ka bang nakuha, Texibilia, sa show natin ngayon? Thank you po, Tatay. This was a very informative. As usual, President Carclea, you always mean to inform. We do not mean to destroy. We debunked only those who intend to destroy PBBM. That's why I am very grateful to Banat Boy for doing so. He is doing the job for us. Banat Boy, bravo! Idol. Those who are sana lahat ng team members mo will follow your example. Okay, the last comment belongs to our President Carclea. Since wala na po, bye. Bye, everybody. I love you all. Okay? Si Susana J, humabol po. Susana J, alam mo, mayroon subscribe to you. Empress, in order to showcase our country in the international community, our president needs to travel to show how sincere the government is to have ties to any country politically and economically and culturally. Okay, very good. Sure. Huwag kang mawawala dito sa ating channel mo, Ma'am Chris. You're such a good analyst. Okay. So, you have the last word, I think. I'll give you a rest for a few minutes. God bless everyone. Thank you, Tatay Jackferdz. I appreciate. Work mode po. Chris, you are such a valuable member of this community already. Chris. So it's all right. Kung hindi ka pa masyado mag-comment, singit-singit mo lang yung opinion mo. Don't be afraid kung sometimes salungat ang opinion mo sa host. We always welcome any opinion. Si Ruel nga, namimiss ko si Ruel, hindi siya nag-comment guys. Kasi nagdadrive siya. Nagdadrive siya. Okay. So, kailangan din nung asikusuhin ng trabaho. Okay. Okay. Everybody, no more comments. Huwag na po kayong mag-comment. Kasi haba lang ang ating kan. Tapos na naman po ang diskusyon. Okay. But sabi ko nga, may pinost ko kung iba dyan. Basahin nyo na lang. Okay. Bye. I love you all.